In this video, we're going to be speaking about importance of having a good email system in place and how it can affect your e-com store growth and your email revenue in the next 30 to 60 days. Now, my name is Vuk Shimanovic. I'm the owner of BizMax AI, and we're an email and SMS marketing agency that helps e-com brands scale their email system by consistently hitting 40 to 50% of store total revenue through email. Now, this brand, as you can see, we're at 40%, and this is the place that you want to be with your email system. You want to consistently hit at least 40 to 50% of your store total revenue. Now, before they were only sending welcome flow and checkout abandon flow with Shopify. They were very short, like one email, and having this big brand having only this short welcome flow and checkout abandon flow without having a lot of important flow as well, and without sending consistently campaign, can have a big impact on your e-com store. And I made a presentation explaining what actually happened and how this brand went from zero attributed revenue from email to 92,000 in just 60 days. So from no email system to 40% of store collecting revenue through email in just 60 days. Problem is they had traffic, they had buyers, but they didn't have the right system in place. And if your brand is not generating at least 40% at the moment we're speaking, you're having a big problem. Now, for this brand, customers were coming in. There were a lot of traffic at their website. Shopify was making sales. This brand was around 100,000 brand per month. But the main problem, their pop-up wasn't converting as much as it should. Their list wasn't growing, and with the people that were actually inserting their email system, they weren't really good with conversion, with welcome flow, and with retention with customers that actually bought the products. So at the end of the day, no real flows, no campaigns, and no retention system. So pretty much money was leaking every single day, and they weren't aware of it happening. And that's pretty normal. I've spoken with a lot of brands that have set up some kind of system, and usually when I see this kind of like bad system, it means that somebody from team that is actually doing like social media or meta ads got a task to set up like email system either in Shopify or in Klaviyo. And when you have a person that is not an expert, or you don't work with an agency, that means that your long-term growth and your revenue is being affected more than it would be affected of paying the person to do this as a full-time job or hiring an agency like ourselves to help you consistently hit that 40 to 50% and to grow your list. So in the long term, you can exponentially increase your revenue, because growing your list is probably one of the most important things in building your e-com store. So what are the systems that we install all the time when we onboard our clients? So first thing that we look is the pop-up. How good is your pop-up converting? Now, if your pop-up is not doing at least 5%, that means something is really, really bad. And I'm not going to be talking about pop-up in this video. I have another video of me explaining actually how does a bad pop-up look, how you should make your pop-up to convert 7 to 50%. So please go and watch it if your pop-up is not converting more than 5%. Second thing is welcome flow. With people that actually give their email, you need to have a really good welcome flow, and it needs to be at least 6 to 8 emails long. With this brand, they were only sending like one welcome flow. So in comparison to their competitors, them sending one email and others sending 6 to 8, it just gives them more chance to eventually bring back the people that showed some kind of interest in buying their products. Next thing is cart and checkout abandon. It pretty much helps you track when people left in their really high intent buying process when they put their product in cart or they left in the checkout feed. So these people usually need a little bit more convincing before they will buy. So you need to remind them of the product that they actually left. And you should at least send 4 to 6 email in your cart and checkout abandonment flow. The next thing I see a lot is browse abandonment, and a lot of brands don't have this. And it is really important to track down people that were browsing your products and to bring them back in your website to actually help them go to cart, checkout, and eventually to buy your product. Next thing is post-purchase flow, and post-purchase flow can be a really good generating flow if you know how to set it up properly. Now, when people buy something from you, they're in very high intent buying phase. That means it's easy for them to add 1 or 2 more products into their shipment, and you need to work fast. You need to give them 100 products that they might actually like in their post-purchase flow, so they can buy more from you, and it usually can convert really, really well if you know what you're doing. And lastly, the most important thing is campaign. So if you're not sending at least 2 to 6 campaigns every single week, you're losing money. You need to send campaigns. And for this brand, they weren't sending any campaigns, and it was really affecting their revenue. So we actually started really slow with like 1, starting to build their list, and eventually after some time, after 1 month, we started sending like 2 campaigns. And that is the number you should at least be looking for. If you have a really big brand, you can send more, obviously up to 6. And but I would advise you, if you're at like 3, 4, if you want to increase to 6, you should definitely look at your unsubscribe rate. You don't want people to be unsubscribing at a really higher number, so definitely that's something that you should be looking for. And lastly, you should always try to send some educational campaigns, not just sales campaign or like urgency sales or whatever. So try to mix it up so it will be interesting for your customers. You don't want to just blast them with like sales. It will be annoying to them and they will unsubscribe. So these are like the 6 main things with flows, campaign, and with your pop-up that you should be looking for in order to actually consistently hit 40 to 50% of your total revenue through emails. So, as I explained, this brand went from 0 to 40% of total revenue with Klaviyo, and 40,000 extra generated in their revenue. And they spent $0 on ads, and your brand probably doesn't need more ads. You need a better conversion and retention system before you should invest more money into the ad. You need to have the right system in place so they can actually support your growth. If you don't have them, it is not important how much money you will put into the ads. If you're leaking everywhere, you're just losing the money that actually should have been yours. So if you want the free audit of your Klaviyo account, if you're not hitting 40 to 50%, we can hop on a call. I can explain where those revenue leaks are, in what step of the process, and how you should fix them. And then at the end of the call, you can decide if you want to work with us, if you want to let us fix those problems, or you want to tell your team member or whoever is doing Klaviyo email management in your e-com store, and they can try to fix it. So there will be a link in the description to book a call with me, and we will do a free audit of your store in 15 to 20 minutes, and I'll literally explain everything. Thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.